basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. Brian Anderson here, joined by Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And the upcoming schedule for the Minnesota Timberwolves. On Friday, they'll face off against Pascal Siakam and the Indiana Pacers. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up with Darius Garland and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And that game against the Kings, it's one that I'm curious about. It'll be their sixth contest of the season for them, and a game that should have a lot of great matchups.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Randall and Gobert are in the middle, and it's DiVincenzo in at the point. And for Seattle, Kevin Porter is out there with Zach LaVine. Then there's DeAndre Jordan, then it's Paolo Banchero, and it's Eason in at the 3, the small forward. Well, Grant, when a season is fresh, what are coaches looking for from their players?
You know, B.A., they want to see execution on the game plan that's been set in practice. The X's and O's, can they bring it to life? I mean, that is what they're expecting.
Minnesota with the ball, following the 3 by Seattle. It's good.
And finding some room in that mid-range area, the great Anthony Edwards.
Porter, the pass to Banchero, fires the 3. Unable to get that one.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Randall, good.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Seattle has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to Banchero. Seattle move the ball around. McDaniels with a steal. DiVincenzo with it. He's picked up by Banchero. He gets it in there. Randall's got 5 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Here's LaVine for 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And we've watched it for years, the floor-stretching ability of LaVine.
Outside McDaniels. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
For Seattle, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, the Timberwolves this summer signing extensions to keep their elite front court intact. In bringing back Julius Randle and Naz Reid, they maintain a team strength, one that seems more necessary than ever in the loaded West, guys.
Making the commitment. Okay, thanks for the report, Shams.
Now, that's what I call great basketball. Finding a way to get all the way inside.
That's exactly what they wanted on that trip. Get something close to the basket, something easy.
And here's Porter outside, and it's good. Credit LaVine with the assist.
And when you start out shooting 80% or better as a team, you start to feel yourself a little bit, and that feeling is good.
Now there's the foul. It's on Zach LaVine. That's his first foul. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Randall outside to the inside. Here's Gobert, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
This squad can't do anything wrong. They haven't missed one yet.
Pass to Banchero. 4-3, and again, Seattle with a triple.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
McDaniels finds DiVincenzo. Back to Daniels. Three-pointer. Seattle pulls it in.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide-open 3.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, Chris Finch getting buy-in from his players top to bottom. Anthony Edwards said he's such a great coach and just a likable person. He will coach you hard, and he comes in ready to work every day. We look forward to working with someone like that. Guys,
has them bought in. Thanks much for the report, Allie. And we just got Shams Charania on the line. Shams, I understand there's some big NBA news. Can you fill us in?
Thank you, B.A. The news right now is about Seattle and the trade with the Orlando Magic. They're pleased that Paolo Banchero is now part of their roster. He's a forward who can dominate with his scoring, pass the ball well at his position, too. The former first-round pick brings talent, resilience, and a strong work ethic that's sure to benefit this team.
Always great to hear from you, Shams. Thanks so much. Porter's shot is off. And Chris Finch wants it. Timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And offensive rebounding, one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second chance opportunities. You know, B.A., even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that board.
So Seattle going with almost an entirely new group here. Hachimura's checked in for Jordan. Payton comes in for Easton. Christie's checked in for Levine. And Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Porter Jr. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Shannon comes in for Julius Randle. DeSumo, he's checked in for McDaniels. And Conley subbed in for DiVincenzo. Here's VanVleet. Following the score by Minnesota. Hachimura, the pass to Banchero. From 12 feet. It's rebounded by Minnesota. And this matchup with Seattle, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they dominated this team last season. Big difference in talent level.
Here's Edwards. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
Here's Shannon. 9 points for him in his last game. Let's go with a three. It's rebounded by Banchero. And so it's Banchero who brings it up for Seattle. Trailing by 2. Christie's shot is off. 2-for-1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I go for it.
Pass to Shannon from behind the arc. Missed it. Now 0-for-1 on this game. For Seattle, they've gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. That one's good for 2. Banchero's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, and Banchero doesn't mind some contact. He enjoys battling through tight coverage and finishing.
Here's Edwards. 6 points for him. And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. Minnesota shooting their first free throw of the night. And the technical free throw is good. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first. Conley finds Reed. Randle outside. Outside Conley. Offline with a 3. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. It's Minnesota. They're up by 1. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Well, they found their offensive openings in the mid-range, and they continue to find ways to open up those jump shot opportunities.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
And now Allie LaForce has an update for us on Dante DiVincenzo. What do you have, Allie?
Thank you, guys. I got a status report from the Timberwolves head athletic trainer. He said the ankle is definitely swelling, but at this point, they're thinking it's only a sprain. The good news from the training staff is that they do think he can play on it, so he won't have to miss minutes. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you.
Yeah, that sounds like maybe the best case scenario for him. A fairly short path to recovery.
They've got Rui Hachimura, Fred VanVleet out there with Zach LaVine. Then there's Edwards, and it's Payton in at the 3 spot. And for the Timberwolves, Randle at power forward with Reed at center. Ayo Dosunmu out there with Mike Conley. And it's Shannon in at small forward. Christie's checked in for Edwards. Conley passes to Dosunmu. Here's Randle, and it's Randle with the jam.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
Pass to Christie. Seattle move the ball around. Here's Levine for 3. And again, Seattle with a triple.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
And the call will be against Fred VanVleet. That's his first foul. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And here's Conley. No points yet. Randall can't hit. Van Vliet on the wing. Outside Levine. Launches it. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
And there it is for him. 9 points for Julius Randle. Already 7 lead changes. These teams are really going after each other.
It's been a brutal game to play, but a fun one to watch.
Well, most NBA teams run their offense through their star player. But, Grant, that can leave the team vulnerable when that player has an off night.
You know, in a strange way, it's almost better if your star is out of the game. I know that sounds weird, but those complementary players get increased opportunities and are emboldened to do more.
Paolo Banchero, he's checked in for Christie. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Edwards is checked in. Both free throws, good from Van Vliet.
And the big X factor Van Vliet brings to the team is leadership. He's very talented at setting a good tone out on the floor and organizing his guys.
The swim move for three. It's rebounded by Banchero. Seattle has gotten 21 points so far from three-point land. They're 7 of 10. Levine, that one's good.
Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Outside Reed. And there's the call on Banchero. That's his first foul. Seattle making some changes. Jordan's checked in for Hachimura. Eason comes in for Payton. And it's Porter Jr. in for Fred Van Vliet. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Gobert's checked in. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Outside Edwards. Three-pointer. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Seattle leading by 3. Here's Levine. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Levine's got 17 points.
Yeah, and this is Levine's role. I mean, he's out there to score as often as possible.
And the basket by Dosunmu.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Well, Paolo Banchero has the Seattle skyline tattooed on his shoulder, and he says guys from there naturally have a chip on our shoulder because we feel like we're not seen as much as some of the other places around the country. Being born and raised, my mom and dad from there, it's in my blood. Back to you guys.
A lot of pride in his hometown. Thanks a lot, Allie. And Seattle calls time here. Seattle making a switch here. Hachimura's checked in. And then for Minnesota, Naz Reid's checked in for Julius Randle. Jaden McDaniels comes in for Dosunmu. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Conley. Now here's Banchero. 5 points in the game. Eason, pass to Jordan. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And that's exactly what you have to do against good defense. Take it strong.
And Kevin Porter picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Third team foul.
Pass to McDaniels. Lets it go from deep. Hachimura with a rebound. And it's Porter with the ball for the Supersonics. Banchero left side. Outside Porter. The three is up. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. This game coming after a loss versus the Raptors.
They failed to create enough good looks. The ball movement just wasn't quite where it needed to be.
Yeah, it was almost like they were lethargic at times. The urgency just wasn't what it needed to be.
That won't fall. He's just 2 of 5 in this one. For Minnesota, they've gotten 6 of their 12 attempts to go since the end of the first. Shot is good by Edwards.
The focus Edwards has, I mean, being able to still drain the shot despite aggressive coverage.
Now here's Porter. 6 points for him. Pass to Easton. And here's Hachimura for 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. 30 seconds left in the first half. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, another highlight reel play from Anthony Edwards. Oh, this guy is fun.
There's 25 seconds left in the first half. Here's Porter. That one drops. 3 for 6 now.
Well, you want those shots anytime you can get them. High percentage at the rim.
And here's Edwards outside. Edwards can't get that one to fall. The drive by Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into the half. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
My bed is the best you can buy, but it ain't as soft as their defense right now. They got to shore up that side of the ball.
I think Shaq needs a nap. Somebody's tired of watching bad D. All right, and now one of the more highly anticipated topics. Some news about trades to discuss.
Banchero, first overall pick by the Magic, just like yours truly. There's a lot of weight on his shoulders, and he carries it very well. This team just got a franchise player.
And they're going to have to make some adjustments to get the ball to him as much as possible. Kind of like they did with you when you first got there in Orlando. Get them the ball.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Boy, Zach LaVine has been sensational.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
Timberwolves shooting 59% in this one, a good average. They've got Kevin Porter, Banchero out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Tari Eason, and it's Levine in at the 2-guard spot. And for Minnesota, Randall and Gobert are in the middle. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt, and it's McDaniels in at the 3 slot. Porter gets the bucket.
Yeah, incredible range. Porter Jr. can cash you in from distance. He certainly did there.
Timberwolves trail by 3. And for Seattle, Tari Eason is out there with Paolo Banchero. Then there's Zach LaVine. Then there's Kevin Porter. And it's Jordan in at the 5.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Here's Porter following the 3-pointer by Minnesota. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And wanting to elevate his playmaking skills, Porter Jr. continues to impress with his passing ability.
Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime.
I'm not sure why they aren't going to him more. He's scoring the ball so well.
Seattle's shooting has been tremendous. 63% for the game and scoring with confidence. The 3-pointer is good from LaVine.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Outside Edwards. Shoots over LaVine. Edwards can't hit.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
Gobert working inside.
Yeah, and Gobert's teammates encourage him to seek out his offense, especially when he's this deep.
For Seattle, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the 3rd. Here's Porter, and then Porter with the dunk.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. And so it's Minnesota with it, following the bucket by Seattle. And here's Edwards outside. Edwards making it look so easy from deep.
And this is how confident Edwards is. Feels like he can sink these shots whenever he wants.
Porter against DiVincenzo. Porter in the post. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo. And Seattle tacks on 2 more.
And continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
Here's DiVincenzo. McDaniels from long range. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
On the wing, LaVine. The 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Outside, DiVincenzo. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
And Seattle calls time here. Seattle making some changes. Hachimura's checked in for Jordan. Payton comes in for Eason. And Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Porter Jr. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Dosunmu, he's checked in for McDaniels. Gets the 3 ball to go.
In this era of the NBA, you just can't let guys have good looks from the 3. Pretty much everyone in this league can make you pay.
Now here's Dosunmu. He's got 6. Fades away. It's rebounded by LaVine.
Yikes, how did he miss that? I mean, he makes 9 out of 10 of those.
Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Oh, so ferocious on the drive. I mean, have to be impressed watching Banchero just throw it down.
We've got 1:48 left in the 3rd. Outside, DiVincenzo. For 3, Randall. The rebound by Payton.
He created the opening, he got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
Seattle move the ball around. And there's a 3-second violation. And it's time to give you a look at the top 3-point shooting teams from a year ago. The 4th spot held by Minnesota.
Well, a big part of their offense a year ago was the three-point shot, and their accuracy was unbelievable.
And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Nas Reed's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for Julius Randle. Shannon's checked in for Edwards. And Conley subbed in for DiVincenzo. Minnesota has gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep, 4 of 6. And the call will be against Fred VanVleet. That's foul number 2 for him. Ingles, he's checked in for Anderson.
Number 7, Joe Ingles.
There's a minute 26 left in the third. Outside Conley. Back to Ingles. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Dosunmu. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Ingles. Dosunmu's got 8.
And the lead just keeps changing. Neither team can forge the clear upper hand.
VanVleet with it. Ingles covering. Pass to Banchero. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3 ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Now here's Levine. Give him 20. Knocks down the triple.
And that's become a more comfortable shot for Levine as his career has gone on.
Conley passes to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Here's Levine for 3. No good there. That puts him at 9 for 12 in this one. Minnesota in the lead. The kick out to Ingles from deep. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, just great energy. Stayed with the play all the way through.
On the wing, Levine. There's the triple. Drops in the 3. Levine's got 9 points in the quarter. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Timberwolves ahead, up 1. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
And it's such an advantage to have a big man who can facilitate at a high level like that.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Randle at power forward with Reed at center. Mike Conley out there with Dosunmu. And it's Shannon in at the small forward position. VanVleet on the wing. And again, Seattle with a triple.
If you let him, VanVleet will just live at the arc. I mean, he shoots fearlessly from out there.
And so Conley will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 2-point game. Dosunmu for 3. Rebound by VanVleet.
Well, he wanted to answer that 3 with one of his own. Unfortunately, he couldn't knock it down.
It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. So Peyton II will go to the free throw line. It goes on Mike Conley. Now Randle. All alone. And perfection right through the net.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
And you can just see their confidence is growing.
Back to VanVleet. Pass to Peyton. Launches a 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Conley passes to Randle. Now Reed. For 3, Conley. Offensive rebound. Randle. And score it. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Banchero's checked in for Seattle. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Anthony Edwards is checked in for Shannon. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I had a chance to find out what the SONICS coach was going over with his guys. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Thank you for that, Allie.
And what a dunk by Levine, looking to punish the defense.
Outside Edwards from deep three-point range. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 3 assists in the game. Seattle has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Back to Van Vliet. Seattle move the ball around. Payton's shot is good.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Timberwolves trail by 3. And he lobs it up. And it's Randall with the jam.
Yeah, great teamwork. Randall has a terrific connection with his teammates. Love when he goes after those alley-oops.
Pass to Levine. Takes a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Reed's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Oh, Randall put some extra on that slam, entertaining the fans and the broadcasters.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Now here's Van Vliet. Levine, the 3 ball is down.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Zach LaVine with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, he's been lights out from the 3 all night. Perfect time to call a timeout and try to stop the bleeding.
Seattle making some changes. Jordan's checked in for Hachimura. Eason comes in for Payton. And it's Porter Jr. in for Fred VanVleet. And then for Minnesota, Gobert's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for DeSumo. And it's DiVincenzo in for Conley. The Supersonics have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Porter fires! No good from 3! Here's Randall. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Here's Edwards. Edwards with a step. Ooh, he leaves no question!
Wow. Edwards almost makes it look effortless. Like the whole team wasn't holding their breath right there.
Here's Porter. Takes it inside. Banks it home. Big shot.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, when you're coming down the stretch, you don't want any wasted possessions.
Minnesota has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. DiVincenzo, the triple drop.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Now here's Porter. 1:46 left in the 4th quarter here. Oh, Levine getting revenge with his own triple.
You have to applaud Levine's work ethic. He gives his all to find points for his team.
Gobert, and a one-handed slam.
Huge bucket from Gobert, answering the call when his team needs him.
Here's Levine. Fires the 3. It's money from deep.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
Well, you would think by now they would have learned their lesson defensively. You have to stay connected to him.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Puts up the tray. McDaniels with a rebound. Minnesota has gone 2 of 6 so far in the 4th. Edwards. Oh, Edwards powers it home.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
What a huge shot at this point in the game.
Now Levine from downtown. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Outside DiVincenzo. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go. This might be a turning point.
Massive possession here.
Here's Eason. Porter. Oh, off target from downtown. And Chris Finch has called timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. What's the best strategy for him?
A chance to tie it up here.
Well, there's no room for error here. They need to draw up something that they can execute quickly.
And here's Minnesota now, trailing by 2. Edwards fires! Can't get the 3. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul, third team foul. At the line for the Super Sonics, Kevin Porter Jr. taking 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And the second of 2 is good. And that makes it a 3-point lead.
And there's only one option. They need a triple.
Yeah, to tie it up, absolutely. Let's see what they run here.
And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Fourth team foul. At the line for 2, DeAndre Jordan.
He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he's unable to get the second one. So we see Seattle get the win here. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on. But give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Thanks a lot. All right, Zach, a great win against a tough opponent. What enabled you guys to come out on top?
No, they're a big-time team in the West. We got to just play consistently, and we're as good as any team out there. We're going to continue to push, and, I think we can play with anybody.
All right, thanks, Zach. Love the confidence.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Zach LaVine.